Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm filming a purchase or pass video. There have been so many new makeup releases, as there always are, but I think it's fun to talk about them in these videos and just chat with you guys and share my thoughts and opinions and hear yours. I save these pictures to my Instagram folder when I'm like scrolling through, and my folder was getting so full. So there are a lot of products that caught my eye that I'm planning on either purchasing or that I might possibly purchase, and then there are products that I'm going to pass on. So I thought I would share them with you in today's video. I'll link everything in the description box below if you guys want more info. But in the meantime, let's jump into it and I'll start with the products that I'm going to purchase. Okay, so the first product that I'm planning on purchasing is from CoverFx. They just released new monochromatic blush and bronzer duos, which retail for $38 each. They are available now on the CoverFx website, and then they're going to be available online on April 28th at Ulta, April 30th at Sephora, and then in stores in May. I think I might wait until they're available in stores before I grab them because I can't decide which one to go with. They each come with two different finishes, a matte side and a shimmer side, and they're supposed to be more of like a cream-like powder with really good blendability. I was pretty surprised when I saw these were actually from CoverFx. I saw the photos on Instagram, but I didn't read the caption, and I didn't know which brand released them, but I was not expecting CoverFx. I just talked about how CoverFx doesn't typically draw me in with their new releases. I think they make amazing high-quality products, and they're very consistent in terms of quality, but typically it's not a brand that I'm really drawn to. I think sometimes the price tag can hold me back a little bit from the brand, even though the quality's there, but I think for $38, it's really nice that you get two different shades because I am typically not somebody who ever finishes up a blush or a highlighter, so it's nice to be able to have two different options for that price tag. I kind of want to try like the lighter bronzer shade, but I don't know how often I would wear like the shimmery side, so I think I just might go with one of the blush options, but I'm looking forward to trying them out. So if you guys get the chance to try them, definitely let me know what you think. And these are vegan as well. The next product that I'm planning on purchasing is an eyeliner. So BH Cosmetics just released these new powder pencil waterproof eyeliners. They are $8 each and they're available now on the BH Cosmetics website. I guess BH Cosmetics does this thing when they release a new product, they have like an introductory price so you can get it for a little bit less than the regular retail price. So right now they're available for $6.50, and I don't know if they're coming to Ulta or not, but either way I am planning on trying them out because I've been meaning to place a BH Cosmetics order for a while, and these just look really appealing. I just want to try it out and see if it's a good alternative to the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil formula. That is my favorite eyeliner formula ever. I use it on the waterline, I use it on the upper lash line. It's just a very creamy, blendable, easy to use formula. So I'm looking for a more affordable option because I think those are like twice the cost of these BH Cosmetics eyeliners. They obviously don't have as many shades, but maybe they'll release more. I think that's what's so appealing about the Urban Decay liners. Not only are they so creamy and blendable and smooth, they have such a good shade variety. So I think I'll try these out and see if they're a good alternative, and then maybe eventually they'll release additional shades, but they definitely have some really pretty colors. And I don't know, like the pigmentation just looks nice. They just look good, so I have high hopes for them. Okay, let's move on to the products that I might possibly purchase. I haven't made my mind up for sure, but these are products that caught my eye that I am interested in trying maybe, soon or later down the road. So the first one is from Pur Cosmetics. They just released a new foundation. It's actually like a foundation and a concealer all in one. It is the Love Your Selfie foundation and concealer. It retails for $36 and it is available now. I'm really curious about this formula because I don't typically use a foundation as a concealer. I might use a concealer as a foundation and just sheer it out a little bit more, but typically, concealers provide a lot of coverage. So I'm wondering if it's going to be like super heavy as a foundation or if it's going to be super liquidy for a concealer. They say that it's supposed to be a long wear, full coverage foundation and concealer with a natural finish, which kind of sounds like an oxymoron. Typically, full coverage foundations don't look super natural on the skin. I mean, you can get them to look that way, but typically a more full coverage foundation looks a little bit heavy. So I guess we'll see. I mean, I'm interested in it just because it sounds so different and I don't know how it's going to work. So Pur Cosmetics actually released 100 different shades, which is amazing. There are shades available for different skin tones, different undertones, and because there are so many shades, I went to the website because I wanted to see if it would be hard to navigate, hard to choose, but they actually have really helpful pictures on the website. So just say you're like shade 4. I don't know what their shades are, but they have a picture of shade 4 and then On that picture, they have a picture of shade 3 and shade 5, so you can see how they compare and decide if you want to go a little bit darker, a little bit lighter, which I do think is super helpful. I read this foundation is going to be available at Kohl's and Ulta Beauty, but the Pur Cosmetics website is the only place where you will find all 100 shades. It definitely sounds like an interesting foundation. I might try it out and see how well it works. Okay, so Wet n Wild released a new collection. This one is the Crystal Cavern collection, and it is available now. Now you can buy the actual set online for $49.99 and get all of the products, or you can buy them individually in stores, and then they're going to be available individually online as well. I don't typically find the new Wet n Wild collections at my local drugstores, so I usually do have to order online, but I don't know which products to try. There are definitely a few things that caught my eye. So there is a face mist, there are brightening rocks, which I assume are kind of like, you know, those products that are like a jar and they have like bronzer beads in them or highlight beads. I think that's what that's referring to. There's also a Mega Glow highlighter, 4 perfume rollers, 4 eyeshadow trios, and 4 lip glosses. So there are a lot of products in the collection. You can get everything for $49.99, which might be worth looking into if those products caught your eye. But I think the eyeshadow swatches look really, really beautiful. They look even more beautiful than typical Wet n Wild eyeshadow trios or quads, so those definitely caught my eye. The highlighter, of course, looks really beautiful. It is the Mega Glow highlighter formula, which is one of my favorites, and the perfume rollers sound really interesting. I feel like it's difficult to find good cruelty-free fragrances, so I'm always looking to try new ones, and that could be a good option. I do love Wet n Wild. Like when I actually try and use their products, I love the brand and I discover so many favorites, so I do want to make an effort to check out more of their collections. The last products that are on my possibly list are the new ColourPop Makeup Shayla products. So they collaborated to create a new collection. It's going to be available on April 26th, and there are a couple of different products. So there's an eyeshadow palette that will be available for $12, 2 blushes for $8 each, 2 lip bundles for $12 each, or you can get the entire PR collection for $54. So again, not a bad price for an entire collection. I mean, that's the price of a high-end eyeshadow palette. I really love Shayla. I think I discovered her because of her original ColourPop collab. The Perception palette is one of the highest quality ColourPop palettes that I own, and I own a lot of them, but I think they did such a great job on that, so I'm really happy for her that she got to collaborate with them again. But I think this is a nice neutral collection. I mean, there's definitely a market for neutrals, and I mean, to be honest with you guys, these days I wear a lot of neutrals. I've kind of taken a step back from color just because I feel like when I do a colorful look, it always takes me twice as long because sometimes they just take more thought to put together, or they take a little extra blending, and I love sitting down and playing with color, and when I have the time I definitely do it, but a lot of times I just want to like throw my makeup on these days and get out the door because I have a lot to do, and neutrals are just like the way to go. They're very easy. They're always easier to just blend out, and you just get like a quick, easy look. So I don't know. I mean, I love colorful eyeshadows, don't get me wrong, but these days I've really been reaching for a lot of neutrals. So a nice neutral palette usually does draw me in. And I was watching her video and she said this would go really well. Like she wanted to create a palette that would work well with Perception. And I think that this would be such a great complementary 9-pan palette to Perception. If you have the Perception palette and you use it and you love it, then this might be a good option to purchase to use alongside of it. I think the blushes are what actually appeal to me the most in this collection. I think the colors she chose are gorgeous, and they might be slightly too dark for my skin tone and just color preferences when it comes to blushes, so I don't know if I'll actually grab them. I haven't seen a lot of swatches or reviews, so I might wait and see, but I definitely want to grab something from the collection to support Shayla because I really do enjoy her channel. I love her, and I think the collection itself is very beautiful. I just don't know what I'll grab yet, but I would love to hear your thoughts. What do you guys think? Okay, so moving on to the products that I'm going to pass on. I actually have a lot of lip gloss to talk about in today's video, and I was excited to see some new lip gloss releases because I love lip gloss, especially these days. It's kind of like my go-to. I will just line my lips with a nude liner and then throw in a gloss. Today I'm wearing my Fenty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fussy, and I enjoy a good glossy lip. So a bunch of high-end brands released glosses. Hourglass released the Unreal High Shine Volumizing lip glosses. These retail for $30. I love Hourglass, but $30 for a lip gloss is just kind of, I think it's a little bit too high for me personally. They are available now on the Hourglass website, and they're coming to Sephora on May 3rd. So these are supposed to provide instant hydration and long-lasting volume. They are supposed to make your lips look fuller without the sting of traditional lip plumpers, and they give like a light reflecting shimmer. Or they have a light reflecting shimmer in them. So there are 18 different shades, and I will say they have a good range. They have a lot of nudes, some pinks, some deeper shades. The colors they created are very, very beautiful. I love the shade range, but I just can't justify spending $30 on one lip gloss. So Stila released lip glosses as well. These are the Beauty Boss lip glosses, and they retail for $15 each. They are available now at Sephora and Ulta. I definitely think $15 is a really good price point for a high-end lip gloss. I mean, that's half the cost of the Hourglass gloss, which is great, but these are somewhat similar. They have iridescent pearls to create intense shine, pure color, and amplified dimension, and they're supposed to provide natural-looking volume without the burning or the stinging. There are 12 different shades, and there are cream and shimmer finishes. A lot of these look like iridescent top coats, and then the cream finishes look very vibrant, and I don't typically prefer a super saturated lip gloss. I like something a little bit more subtle. So I think I'm going to skip them for now. I mean, I'm more tempted to try these than the Hourglass glosses because of the price tag, but I just feel like there's not a shade I feel like I have to have. So if they expand the range and come out with additional shades down the road, I would definitely give them another look, but for now I'm going to skip them. The last lip gloss formula I want to talk about is from Too Faced. So Too Faced is expanding their Rich and Dazzling High Shine Sparkling Lip Gloss line. These retail for $21, so somewhere right in the middle of the other two. These are available now at Sephora and Ulta. They actually released these as part of their Pretty Rich collection, so I was testing out the formula, and I really like the formula. It's one of the most comfortable gloss formulas that I've tried in a really long time. They're really plush feeling. They don't feel sticky on the lips. They really do feel very glossy, almost like a little bit cushiony, if that makes sense. It's hard to explain, but they are super, super glittery and super shimmery, which is exactly what they claim to be, but I didn't realize that I'm really not like a super glittery or shimmery gloss fan, and it took me a while to get there, but after wearing those glosses, I didn't love the look of like super obvious shimmer on my lips, and as the gloss would wear away throughout the day, you were left with shimmer or glitter, and I just didn't love that look. So I would skip these unless you are into super shimmery glosses. And if you are, these are going to be a good option because the formula is so nice. I wish they would do cream finishes because it's just such a beautiful, comfortable formula. I really enjoyed wearing it. I just didn't love the super shimmery or glittery aspect. And then let me finish up with two mascaras. Tarte is releasing their Big Ego mascara, which retails for $23. It is available now at Ulta Beauty, and it's coming to Sephora in May. So it's supposed to nourish and condition your lash hair. They're saying the curve of the brush mimics the curve of your lash line, so it's supposed to provide really intense volume, be buildable, clump-free. I mean, I feel like a lot of mascaras have very similar claims. I'm not opposed to trying new high-end mascaras, but honestly, there are so many good drugstore mascaras that I do have a hard time paying full price for a high-end mascara. I typically wait until Ulta marks them down during like the 21 Days of Beauty sale or a Black Friday sale. I feel like high-end mascaras are always on sale on Ulta's website, so I typically wait until they're on sale to buy them. I guess it's hard to know for sure, but just judging from the initial photo, it looks like a very, very large brush. And typically such large brushes don't work for me. I like brushes that really grab onto each individual lash, and maybe this one does, but I just don't feel particularly drawn to this mascara. It's not something that I'll grab unless I hear really, really good reviews about it, or it does go on sale eventually during like an Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale. The last thing I want to mention is that Milk Makeup has some new additions. They have a Kush waterproof mascara for $24 and then also a lash primer for $24. So these are available now at Sephora. I tried the Kush mascara, and I know so many people love that mascara. Like so many people share it as their favorite, but it really irritates my eyes. For some reason, there's an ingredient in there, or like the brush, or a combination of both, that just makes my eyes so itchy and so irritated, like the entire time that I'm wearing it, and even after I remove it. So because of that, I just personally I won't be trying the waterproof version or the lash primer. And on top of that, I didn't find the formula to be super impressive. I felt like it made my lashes long, but it didn't give them any volume. And I usually want something that kind of does both. So I didn't find it that impressive, and it irritated my eyes. So I definitely won't be purchasing the waterproof version or the lash primer just because I'm sure they share very similar ingredients. Okay guys, that is the end of my video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you have a great day. I would love to hear your thoughts, so let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll see you very soon with a new video. Bye.